Hello YouTube, hello MGTOW, hello Red Pill. This is me, MGTOW in the wind. Now I have some theories I do have theories on marriage and relationships that pertain to both parties. And this applies to both parties. And I know that not a lot of women are going to listen. But it's there anyway. Become the thing that your partner does not have to leave the house for. If your partner on either side has to leave the house, that leads to divorce. Nine times out of 10, that leads to divorce. Because these marriage counselors are not about saving marriages. Because marriage counselors don't get paid if you don't need help. Marriage counselors do not get paid if you don't need help. Their job is to make it just bad enough to where they can make as much money off of you, off of your failed relationship, off of your failed marriage, as they can before it goes south and ends up in divorce. Anybody who's been to a marriage counselor, has it ever helped you? Has it helped your marriage? Whether you're married or not, married or divorced. They're like life coaches and PUAs. Get as much money off of you before you either A, get divorced, or B, broke. Become the thing that your partner does not need to leave the house for. Which means in both parties, the HIPAA law should apply inside of your house, metaphorically. Not legally, but you should not talk about each other to your friends, your family, unless things are bad. Like your partner is leaving bruises. You notice how I've not said he or she, I said your partner. And not the copious kind. Now, the next thing I want to say, it's okay to take it a step further. Once you've developed a bond and y'all have proven through the fire that y'all can trust each other. It's all right for your partner to go out and do something special for them, like something special. But try to learn some of the things that they're interested in. If they're interested in video games and they have two-player games, Pick up the controller. Pick up the controller. You may be trash at that video game. You may be complete and utter trash at that video game. But the simple fact is, the fact that you're at least picking up the controller and doing what you can means a lot. You know? It means a lot. Now I'm going to get gender specific. No, not yet. The next topic I'm going to get gender specific. If your partner has to leave the house for copious acts, you have failed. You have failed. Flat out failed. You have flat out failed. 100% failed. You have failed in relationships and marriage. You and your partner, nobody else should have anything above them. You have failed.
Quarter-mile, turn right onto Tennessee 109 South, South Water Avenue.
You have failed. Now I'm getting gender specific. When basically
turn right onto Tennessee 109 South, South Water Avenue.
When your partner has to leave the house, you failed. You both
Continue
have failed.
on Tennessee 109 South.
Not one
for
party
13
has
miles.
failed. You both have failed. You know, your partner left the house to get a copious act. Now, women, ladies, if your partner is leaving the house, what's the word? Aroused. Whoever your partner is, if your partner is leaving the house aroused, that's a problem. That's a problem. A big problem. That should be really, really taken care of. That should be taken care of. If your partner is leaving the house aroused, that's a problem. might want to start giving that partner some coffee, some morning coffee. And I don't mean the one that you get in the cup. Well, so some of that nice cereal, some of them charms, you might want to start dealing with that little protein shake. Some of them Lucky Charms. You might want to start some bean soup. Just saying. Gentlemen. If your partner applies to you as well, if your partner is leaving the house aroused, and you both got to go to work or do something, drop kids off, there's a specific number. Well, let's start with the singular. You may need to deal with that, you know? You might need to deal with that. You know what I mean? You just might need to deal with that for a little bit. I mean, yeah, depending on who your partner is, you may have to you may have to do that in a different way, you know? You might have to deal with that in a different way. But for the most part, you might want to deal with it right then and there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be non-specific. There's a specific number in the numerical order that is right in between 60s, that is in between 60 and 71. Is in between 60 and 71. Once you have developed enough trust in that relationship, there should be nothing wrong with that number. There should be nothing wrong with that number because your trust has been tried through the fire. Your trust has been tried to the fire. You know? Now, one thing I want to say is, like, these are all theories. These are all theoretical. These are all theoretical. All these are all theoretical. But then again, what do I know? I've never been married, and I don't have children. which will be the next theory. That I have. These are all theories that I have from observation. These are theories of observation. Alright, this is hello YouTube. This is the part of a new series called Theories of Relationships. Theories of Relations is what I'll call it. It's Midtown to Win, signing off.